Hey guys, here's the question I want to tackle with you today. What is the purpose of Christianity? What is the goal? In Christianity, we often say that Christianity is a relationship, not a religion. But what does that really mean? Well, religion is a method of either appeasing God or self-improvement. And both of those things are quite self-focused. The idea that we can appease God through our goodness is not only self-focused, but it's flawed. The whole point of Christianity is to show that through our own goodness, through following a moralistic code of right and wrong things, we could not be good enough. And it's only through Jesus' sacrifice, a pure one, the only one who could be pure, coming and taking our place and taking our penalty to pay the debt that we couldn't, that we are able to be saved. And yet, in the day-to-day practicality of living as a Christian, oftentimes we focus on self-improvement. How can I be a better person? Rather than on the relationship with Jesus. And I think about this, it is still very self-focused. Self-improvement, it's not a bad thing, but it's not the best thing. And oftentimes the most dangerous things, the things that distract our focus from the best thing for us, is the things that aren't bad, but simply aren't the best thing. So self-improvement is okay, but it's not the goal. The goal of relationship is not to make oneself better. If you have a relationship with a friend, with your parents, with a significant other, you're not in that relationship, hopefully in a healthy relationship, you're not in that relationship to make yourself better, but to make things better for the other person. So let's talk about that. For example, if you're in a romantic relationship, you want to bless that other person. You want to make their life better. Now, often that will involve you becoming a better person as a side effect. It either is a side effect or oftentimes a necessity that you do improve yourself. You improve your health because you want to be there with them. You improve your demeanor, your patience because you want to be kinder to them. All of those things. But those things come from a side effect of the goal of making their life better versus making your own life better and making your own self happy. The other way self-improvement can be missing the mark is that it can be somewhat legalistic, as in following this idea of I have to be the best me that I can be to be worthy. And it can also become judgmental because as you are trying to be the best you that you can be, you start to notice that everybody else, they're not trying as hard as you. And you feel like they need to try harder to be the best them they can be because you're trying that hard, so should they. So self-improvement can lead to selfishness, missing the focus of being other-focused. It can lead to, just kind of an arrogance and legalism, and also a judgmentalism. All of these things are common complaints that people have about religion. But what does relationship do? Relationship helps you to work on yourself with the goal of having an outward focus on the goal of improving others' lives. Humbly, as you humbly come to serve, not to be served, in humility. And in relationship with God, can we improve God's life? I think God is perfect, God is complete, and so he cannot be improved upon. However, I do think that we can be a blessing. We can bring joy to God by just loving him, just being with him. When you're in prayer, when you're reading the Bible, when you are in worship, they're not in a sense of judgment, but in a sense of a desire to be closer to God. As you truly focus your heart on wanting to be closer to God, you will tend to end up with self-improvement because you'll look at the example of who Jesus was and is, and you will see that kindness and you'll want to be more like that. And so you will grow in yourself in an effort to be closer to God, to be more like him, to be in unity with him. So in short, focusing on a system of self-improvement can sometimes backfire and make us again more judgmental and more self-focused. Whereas focusing on relationship focuses us outward and actually does encourage us to improve ourselves as well as we try and help improve things around for others by humbly, not by trying to change them, but by humbly coming along and serving them. That's the real goal of Christianity. That's the real purpose of Christianity, is to serve Christ humbly in relationship. And then through that, as a byproduct, our lives will be made better too. God bless.